You know, I struggled for a while trying to figure out what to make a video about. I mean, dolphins are cool, but what is a strange or a new thing that I can offer you? Maybe it's the fact that dolphins actually have names. And yeah, that's true. Dolphins will create unique whistles for themselves, and that essentially functions as their name, among other things. But their dolphin peers will hear that and copy it. There was even a group of researchers that played these recorded unique whistles, and the individual dolphins responded and reacted. That's fucking crazy. Another video idea was the fact that dolphins will just straight up murder sharks. You see, dolphins are very fast and extremely agile in the water, much more so than sharks. They will attack sharks and they will bash their skulls and noses mainly into their gills, which is obviously the shark's lungs, and that's not good for them. But they'll also go underneath and smash their heads into the shark's underside, into their stomachs, and that can actually cause enough internal damage to just outright kill the shark. It's to the point where if there is only 2 dolphins, sharks will just straight up avoid them at all costs. That's fucking metal. Power of friendship. I didn't think those were good enough on their own to make an entire YouTube video. But then I remembered something, a conspiracy theory type beat that involved a shunned medical practice where dolphins were used to assist in human birth. Yeah, you heard that right. Dolphins were used as assistants in human delivery and human birth. And it's a shunned medical practice in the wider medical field, but not for the reason you may think. So let's dive right in. Get it? Because dolphins live in the ocean. Okay, anyway, let's dive right in and have a look into the controversial practice of dolphin-assisted birth. We go back now to 1979, and we travel across the world to the Black Sea. Igor Charkovsky and a couple of his assistants are setting up a water birth, a practice that on its own isn't too out of the ordinary. However, the story goes that several dolphins approached, forced the assistants away, and started circling around the mother. This created a vortex, which apparently assisted in the mother's delivery. And everyone likes to say that the dolphins also used sonar, psychic abilities with echolocation or something, but I mean, come on. Anyway, it was this experience that Igor had that dolphin-assisted pregnancy was born. There is actually a facility in Hawaii called the Sirius Institute that used this practice. But the wider medical community isn't too pleased with it at all. A lot of concern comes from the worry of harmful bacteria either in the water or carried by the dolphins themselves. And of course, there's also the concern that the dolphins might just become aggressive and risk harming the mother or the baby, which is a very serious and real concern. I mean, dolphins have been known to just toss around small creatures like a toy ball. But through all the research I found, and by research I mean I watched 3 YouTube videos and read 3 articles from years ago, there were no fatal or substantial injuries at all. In fact, dolphin-assisted birth is believed to have really interesting benefits for the child. It is believed and observed, as far as I'm aware, that children born this way have enhanced and increased development for the first 6 months. This includes speaking and walking before the average child, and also having much higher IQs than average. Charkovsky believes that dolphins communicate with the babies inside of the womb spiritually and telepathically, which is obviously silly, but hey, go off, King. And you know, this isn't all too surprising. Humans and dolphins interacting quite intimately, I mean. We've always had a fairly close connection. Dolphin therapy has been a thing for years, and we can even go all the way back to ancient Greece. The ancient Greeks actually thought the dolphins were a very sacred animal, and the word dolphin actually comes from the Old Greek word delphis, which means womb. Oh my god, it all makes sense. The ancient Greeks? Dolphins? Dolphin means womb. Higher IQs than average, psychic powers. The Greeks were the pinnacle of civilization of their era. Oh my god, the ancient Greeks were dolphins. But that's really about it. Humans use dolphins to assist in birth delivery, and some people think that it turned babies into superhumans. So, there is your dolphin video. Do all that fun social media stuff. And as always, make sure that you subscribe. I think that the next video will be something a little more personal, so stay tuned for that. But until then, and as always, of course, stay strong, live well, peace.